And we are live. Howdy, howdy, everybody. Um, as you can
Sorry.
see, oh, that was black and white. As you can see, I feel like I look like butt, so I'm not on camera today. Um, but I am using the photo of Chester, one of our NPCs. But yeah, welcome to Manhattan by Midnight. My name's Fabs. I'm your storyteller for tonight. Excuse the phlegmy nature of my voice. I just came from NYCC this weekend. But yeah, we're here. We're back with the penultimate episode of Manhattan by Midnight. Exciting. Let me introduce to you our cast. Let's start with Kai.
Hello, I'm Kai. I use he, they, she pronouns, and I will be playing Andre, the Bruja nightmare person. He uses he, him pronouns, and he's fine. We're all fine.
And he's also fine, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yes.
Hey.
Alex.
Hello, my name is Alex. I use he, they pronouns, and tonight I am playing the terrible French Ventru vampire Aurelius, who also uses he, they pronouns.
Amazing. Blue Jay.
Hi, I'm Blue Jay. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I will be playing Elizabeth, who is, I guess, a pretty important Toreador now. And she also uses she, her pronouns.
Fantastic. Emily.
Hi, I'm Emily. I'm in Dark Shadow right now, but I think it's going to get worse as the sun goes down, so get ready. I use she, her pronouns. I'm playing Rowan, who is a Ravnos who goes by she, they.
Fantastic. And last but not least, Danny.
I'm Danny. I use they, them. I play Evie, who is a Tremere. She's a she, her. She is, man, her whole world's just completely fucked up right now.
I think everybody's world is fucked up right now. But yeah, again, my name's Fabs. I'm your storyteller for tonight. And we're gonna get into it. Last we left off, chaos ensued. Basically, the key players of this sort of coup that is happening within the Camarilla kind of made their moves. They're sick and tired of the Council of Thorns, and they made moves against the Anarchs. Our coterie members had different parts or different experiences, I should say, with this night. We had Rowan, who was under attack by who they now find out is what they thought was a friend, but actually was a mole. You find Andre having to help their sire after being attacked by who they could probably think of is one of the council for the prince of the Camarilla. Aurelius and Evie tried to look for the journal. Unfortunately, it was not there where they thought they left it. And Elizabeth has pretty much gotten favor of the court, both Anarchs and Camarilla alike. With that, after a swift attack on Evie's office, we find that the coterie went back to their haven, rested, licked their wounds. Elizabeth sent out word that they are holding court at their now new haven, that it is to be treated as Elysium, and that they will have a discussion as to what is to be done with what's going on right now. It's a new night, so we're going to rouse the blood. So everybody, roll your d10s, and we will get to see if you get hungry.
All right.
I feel like something happened about halfway through this game, through
I
our
get
chronicle, where I
hungry.
can actually roll rouse checks now. It's a miracle.
Mm.
Hey.
I hunger.
Oh.
All right. That's a
I'm
9.
Got a 7.
Got a 7.
Also a 7.
Okay. So did Elizabeth? Is the Elizabeth the only one who
I
got hungry?
failed. Yes.
Okay, it's fine. How much hunger do you have right? 3.
3.
Oof.
The voice in the back of your head is emboldened. It tells you you're wonderful, you're powerful. You ought to rule the city.
I should.
It's,
That's what it's telling me?
Yeah, it's about time that someone like you is placed on the throne. But of course, we can't do that in an empty stomach.
No. Okay. Golly. I mean, this is the time when being a consensualist is difficult, you know, when you're busy, right? When you have things to do. I feel like you know, Elizabeth Wiggins has this little talk with her beast who evidently has a lot of ambition. Who knew? And it kind of like pushes it down and is like, I will handle this later.
Okay. So as the night begins, you all start getting kind of confirmations that people will be there. That because of your display of power and influence the previous night, that they will honor your request to be for the Haven to be treated as Elysium.
Good.
Yes. And during that time, I want to ask, what does everybody do? If anybody wants to do anything before people start arriving.
Make it look nice to receive guests.
Easily. Roll me. This is a fun thing. Roll me. Charisma and etiquette.
Oh, finally I can use my etiquette skill. I'm so excited. Here we are.
I'm happy for you.
I have 2 dots in etiquette. Nobody ever asked me to roll etiquette. All right, here we go.
And now you can.
That is 1, 2, 3 successes.
Fantastic. It's spotless. All the damage from the fights prior cleaned up. They were all pretty much in the private rooms and private quarters. So if you want to receive guests, there is quite no problem. Make it.
Aurelius has quite a collection of art pieces that he's transferred over to this estate slowly, and especially with his art history knowledge, what he is evoking is actually a callback to a famous portrait of a French aristocrat. So he's placed Elizabeth like with red curtains and framed portraits and dressed up the living room. So she looks exactly like a copy of this very well-known art piece of a monarch.
Elizabeth is so into it. She's like, whatever chair that you like set in the middle, she's like wearing a silk robe and just like lounging on it. Like, and she's kind of just got her like head in her hands as she's like, you know, dealing with like, I woke up hungry and it's like kind of like waking up hungover. I think that like maybe if she sees Andre in the hallway or like walking by, she will like put out her hand and be like, Andre,
Yeah.
you have prompt communication devices, correct?
Yeah.
Can you send a missive to one of the people that should be coming and see if they can bring me a snack.
Sure.
Just like one a
Just a snack, nothing else.
well a snack that's in loop, a snack that's not going to be trouble.
Sure. Yeah. I'm sure that something could be found.
Thank you, darling. Like sitting in this like red room.
Morales is like, we don't have the proper lamps, so it's not going to be perfect, but...
Rowan and Evie, what are you guys doing?
How loudly is Elizabeth asking for a snack? Because Evie's like, I was literally gonna order us food. If you're gonna entertain.
Oh, I mean, we're like in the living area of the house yelling into the foyer. Like, it's loud.
Andre's wandering around fussing about all the cameras and stuff, so it's not hard to, like, catch him in that area, too.
Making sure the curtains don't cover, like, cameras that are important.
Yeah, Andre's moving all the curtains and everything, and, and making sure that everything's clear, that Aurelius is coming through and trying to make them look all picturesque.
It has to drape over this corner. It's important.
Yeah,
and you know, this is important. The camera needs to actually see into the room.
Oh, you know, most of these old, whatever, won't be able to be. They'll mess with your, like, you know, you remember, they'll mess with your cameras anyway.
Sure, but on the off chance that they don't, seeing is good. Moves the whole like curtain out of the way again.
Evie.
So Evie, if Aurelius has been doing this whole thing where he's just been like very fussy and like clearly wants to do like, we're doing a presentation of like a show of power, this is a whole thing, Evie would be like, do you want to cater this event?
Sure.
I mean, this is your first like official thing as like a person of power. You want to make a good impression, I assume.
This is already way too much work.
Okay, hold on. Can I see if Victor is like alive and then also like available to maybe do like a very, very quick like, hey, can I get like a supper club spread just brought to the fucking house?
So, the lucky thing about Victor, Victor, like Siobhan, is known to feed New York kindred. They do not. The thing about kindred is they do not bite the hand that feeds, unless it just gets really crazy. And you know that Victor, if there is anything, Victor is probably one of the few people that is operating as if everything's normal.
Okay. So yeah, I will actually call versus like texting him and just try to be like, hey, can you do me a solid? I really need this. Well, I don't need this, but people I care about need this.
You hear Victor say, well, I've heard what's going on, and I do appreciate that you want to support me.
Yep.
And I appreciate your patronage. I will be there shortly with a spread fit for Elysium.
It's a new primogen too, and I assume that if you make a good impression, this could maybe become a regular thing.
Oh,
so
has it been announced? Has it been decided?
I think this is the deciding. So, yeah, it's a really great time for you to be around.
Of course. Well, I will get things ready. I will be there shortly.
Thank you. I appreciate you so much. And I'll take my usual order too, please. Thank you.
He puts the phone down.
Wait. Sorry, Elizabeth is not. That's not how high she's risen so quickly, is it?
Not yet, but you're eyeing for it, right?
Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I didn't realize. I was thinking that
positions-
there were several different like stratuses between here and there. Like I didn't. Okay. No, that's fine.
Their position's open. We'll see.
You did something in front of all of them.
I did
Yeah.
do that, and I rolled
Yeah.
really, really well.
So you could become the new Primogen, and Evie's like, that's good. We could work with that. We could be friends with the new Primogen.
Question:
be
is
fun.
there currently a Primogen, or is that the one who was taken out?
There is currently a Primogen.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, because I wasn't in the market of assassinating. I was trying to prevent that.
Evie's way more ambitious than you are.
I think
Nice, yes.
everyone's more ambitious than Elizabeth, and they're kind of just like
Yeah.
hefting her up on their shoulders. And she's like, I really don't want to die. Like, thanks, but this is a lot. Anyway.
You're two best friends.
Actually,
Power.
no, there isn't. There isn't a Toreador
Corridor.
Primogen.
Ah,
Is actually a
Interesting.
Gross oversight.
I mean, it didn't seem that they needed it because they had Antonio to cover both roles.
So what was
But fuck that
Antonio's
guy.
role technically?
He's keeper of Elysium. He is the harpy. He is the herald of the prince. But now the herald is no more. And the opposing herald is missing. But there's a possibility that you might see them here, as it is Elysium. It is a safe haven, a safe space for all kindred alike. Rowan, did you want to do anything?
If now would be a good time, I can go check on my car.
Okay. Roll me dexterity and larceny to see if you can procure a car to get to your previous destination.
Okay. Larceny and what?
Dexterity, yeah.
I also have something, Fabs. Just
Yes, I will
Put that
get
in there.
to you.
3 successes.
3 successes. You get into a Camry. You find a Camry parked around the corner from your place. You jump start it. You get to your previous place. You see that there is a guy that is there, still like taking notes, like a kind of like a meter maid, taking notes. The whole truck is gone. And you see him just like taking notes. There is kind of like cones around where like accident was. You see there's like a bunch of like broken glass around.
So it's just an empty spot where the truck was.
Yes.
Is it just him? Do I see anyone else around the area?
Yeah, it looks just him.
Rowan's gonna kind of try to walk up, kind of sort of close to behind him, and just look over his shoulder to see what he's writing.
You see that he is writing down like impound information. Make me a stealth roll, like dexterity and stealth.
She's not trying to be stealthy.
Okay, like he notices you. It's like, excuse me, can I help you?
I was just very curious about what happened here. It's a lot of glass.
Oh, some form of accident. Somebody ran into a truck, flipped over. Yeah, we're trying to find the culprit, but we only found the truck, and I mean the truck's utterly fucked, and there was a bike inside. I just am taking the information right now, and we just impounded the bike.
No. The bike got fucked too, I'm assuming.
No, actually the bike was a little bit intact. I mean, there was like scratches here and there, but that was it. Do you know anything last night?
Sorry, what?
Do you know anything about this last night?
I mean, you haven't really told me much about it, so I'm not sure what it was just a car?
I mean, there was a van that was turned over. That's about as much as I will tell you.
You could tell me more if you wanted to.
I don't know about that. Make me a persuasion, like manipulation and persuasion check.
I'm gonna put my awe.
Okay.
Manipulation and persuasion.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. One of those is really good. Do I add my presence or no?
Yes.
Okay. I forget that I'm good at this. Oh my god, I got 4 9s. 5 successes.
Amazing. He's like, look, what do you want to know? Like, are you the owner? Because, like, we were wondering what's going on.
I'm just curious where the motorcycle is.
Look, I've seen stuff like this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna look into this further. All right. I did my job. I impounded the bike. If you want the bike, I can give you the information. Just don't tell me what happened. Just don't tell me what's going on. The less I know, the better. All right.
That sounds great. You never met me in your life, and we can just go our separate ways.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. He just like rips the piece of paper. He waves it in the air. It's like, man, it must be night. Like, I guess I'm just getting a chopped cheese tonight or like something. And he waves like the piece of paper with the information.
Yeah, she'll take it.
Yeah, as you take it, he just like whistles and walks off.
She gives him a wink before she goes, and she'll go and pick up her bike.
He's just not looking at you. He's like, nope, this is I don't want to be a part of this. It's pretty easy. It's gonna cost you some money to get the bike out. They're charging you about like $175 just to get the bike out.
It's okay. I live in my van. I don't need to pay rent.
Okay.
I'll take my bike back.
Okay. Cool. Andre, what did you want to do?
There are 3 things on Andre's docket this evening.
What was
The
that?
first one is,
Okay.
there are 3 things on Andre's docket this fine evening. The first one is the cameras and partly fucking with Aurelius.
Okay.
The second one is making sure that Evelyn has everything that she needs and is recovering nicely.
You see that Evelyn definitely has recovered. She's a little hungry, but she overheard that like Victor, the famous Victor, is gonna come over, so she already knows that there's gonna be food around. Your secure. Roll me technology and intelligence, please.
We're smart. We're good at things.
Add your specialty on security systems.
We are smart and we are good at things. And we rolled so bad. I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Yeah, spend a willpower. You can
That's
re-roll up to
real
3,
bad.
Up to 3 of the black dice.
Very cocky. Oh, okay, that's significantly better. I got my first critical of this. I think this entire chronicle.
Amazing.
And 2 more successes, so 6.
Amazing. So with the 6 successes, you're able to. You have the choice. I'm gonna give you the choice. You can fix the cameras up and keep Aurelius's setup the way he wants it, or you can't. But you have everything covered.
I think he keeps everything nice, partly just to prove that he can, with the exception of like one corner that is so out of the way that no one who is actually paying attention to Elizabeth will see it.
Yeah.
But Andre will know that he did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And then the last thing on the docket is to just go out and walk the neighborhood a little, walk the domain a little, and listen to hear if anyone is talking about masquerade breaches, because someone might have breached the masquerade yesterday. And also, if anyone is talking about both people who know and Kine as well, if anyone's talking about any kind of social stirring, people starting to mobilize violently or otherwise.
So you get an email, and there's an attachment on the email. The email is from one Sofia Carvalho, who is known as the right hand of Angel Molina. She also signs her email as acting Baron of the Bronx. She tells you that Mr. Lupino, we have been informed that you have committed a oversight of our rules the previous night. Regardless of what the reason was for this oversight and for this breach of the masquerade, we still hold this very serious, as we know that you are in cahoots with the new, or the, let's just say, the popular vote for the new Harpy. We shall arrange some sort of meeting at this Elysium that you are throwing tonight. Rest assured that the punishment will not be as grave, given that some of the information that is flying around is quite reasonable for one of us to bring masquerade. We look forward to seeing you. Then it just says Sofia Carvalho. You see a cell phone video of you using fleetness running towards your co-conspirator's office.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sends back an email.
Okay.
Ms. Carvalho, see you at Elysium. Attire is in honor of Sammy Sweet Cheeks. XOXO, Andre Lupino.
You get a reply, noted. Noted, and we will dress appropriate. And yeah. So as the day goes, did you guys want to do anything with each other before you guys get guests? If you guys wanted to have like one-on-ones, now's the time.
I feel like at a certain point, Elizabeth is, still in this chair, just like, hand over eyes, very dramatic. I think like we've definitely seen pictures of Elizabeth drawn like this. It's like Ophelia in the pond. She's just like, oh, like this is the worst. And then she looks up at Aurelius, and she's just like, please tell me I haven't made a horrible mistake.
Elizabeth, it seems to me this is a mistake you should have made long ago.
Ugh. But I don't want to get my head shot off.
The thing about being a star is that you have so much to look down upon. And all that you look down upon is there to support you, protect you.
Yeah. I suppose I'm a better choice than Antonio was. That man. Men, just in general. I mean, present company accepted.
Yeah. I think this will be good for this city, this crowded, complicated place. you could do grand things here. To make it tidy.
I mean, well, it certainly couldn't get worse than it is right now.
No. It has been a long time since I've seen a war.
Personally, I believe it could be a long time before I'd like to see another one. This one, yet to get to its feet entirely, might be stopped in its tracks. Maybe? We'll see.
That would be preferable if we can find this text. I must confess, for someone who enjoys literature so much, I did not quite understand the significance of this book until recently.
Yes, well, it's not really literature, more like code. As it may be, someone took it, and we still have no idea who.
I fear there is some kind of target on our backs, and all I can think to say is if we know people are shooting at us, we can prepare with armor. If we do not, well, they will catch us off our guard.
What is this Elysium but an invitation and armor?
Yes.
If I had just stolen something from underneath someone's nose, I would definitely come and rub their nose in it, in a place where they could not do anything about it.
Especially if it is our kind.
Yes.
Camarilla or Blue Blood, who would take pride in that kind of thing.
I had one. Is the sheriff going to be here? Because at the last time he and I spoke, not great.
I will ask Rowan or the Bruja if they have any idea.
Yes, that would be lovely, because I sent him a painting. It was rather in poor taste, I think. I had assumed that I wouldn't have to see him for another decade or two. Now is a bit too soon for it to have faded from memory. I'll go get dressed, actually. Yeah.
Okay. Rowan, are you here?
You're muted.
Hello. I would imagine that Rowan at this point is just opening the door and just walking her bike inside.
You're getting greeted by the cat.
Make sure you stash that somewhere it does not interrupt my set pieces.
Your what pieces?
My set pieces.
I don't know what that means.
There are many older kindred whose memories would be awakened by a nostalgic recollection for art and history. I'm trying to evoke that, to lend a sense of inevitability to the rise of our fellow kindred. So don't put a bike in the middle of my propaganda.
Do you want me to? I can put it in the kitchen, if that works better.
All right, sure. Do you know if the sheriff is going to be making his way here tonight?
Have we discussed this in game? I can't remember specifically if we invited the sheriff over to our house.
No.
I mean, I feel like we just sent out the trumpet call, as it were, and it was just like Elysium.
Definitely a lot of like Toreador and Ventru said that they were.
Okay.
The problem with not getting text messages as an invitation is that there's no read receipt. There's no quick way to send a messenger back. You just send the invitation and then like crickets, pretty much.
Does anyone?
I'm not sure if you have some kind of network that you could inquire as to
I forget
any
cell phones.
Yes. I'm not sure if there have already been losses in this conflict, and if the name of the sheriff was on some kind of list, well, that would be pertinent.
I kind of left my phone behind. I don't.
can't Andre just make you a new one? One of those?
You know, I'll ask him. Andre,
Huh? What?
can Aurelius is wanting to know if you can make me a new cell phone.
Sure. You got any Chinese chip factories in your pocket? No?
Not particularly.
What is the
Hey.
point of that device if you cannot create a new one? All you have to do to make a new letter is take a piece of paper and a pen.
You know, Aurelius, you can see a lot of art on a phone.
It's
God,
not even
there's-
close to the same, Andre.
Have
It's
you
not
heard
the
of
same.
like Instagram? It has
TikTok? Any of those?
there's a lot of like you can see someone
These
drawing.
occult rituals, I have been doing some research into them, but not I haven't.
Did
come
you just
across
call it
on
a
Instagram.
ritual?
Art is not
Well,
made
I've been studying
to
the
be-
pentagrams of the
Ooh.
Tremere. Is
Uh,
this
it's,
a new?
uh,
True
You're doing what
art
now?
takes time.
or a lot of inspiration.
And it's
No,
not meant to be
I-
surveyed in an instant either. It's meant to be appreciated. One cannot appreciate art on a tiny little device with a backlit screen. The colors are not accurate, for one.
Yes.
You know, there's people
Huh.
who do art on the screens now.
Yeah.
That sounds like a marvelous invention, but I do not think it is going to help us tonight to.
You know,
Hey,
I
did
do
we know
actually-
that?
I do actually remember there was something called the light bright. Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Oh.
That's not.
Hey,
my-
Rowan, what happened
Yes.
to your phone?
I was getting almost murdered, so I left it behind.
Right.
Because
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll go see if I've got one laying around. It won't be recent.
Yeah.
Did we know that the Baron of the Bronx got killed or unseated or something?
That depends on
Anyone-
Elizabeth, if Elizabeth
No,
shared this.
it's Andre's fully asking people.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Did I know that? Yeah, I told everybody that the Baron yesterday when
He
I
was a
in-
little distracted.
right. Yes. Andre. Yesterday when you were, I don't know, emotional, I suppose is the best word. I did inform everyone that unfortunately the Baron has been beheaded.
Oh, right. Yeah. The new acting Baron of the Bronx is probably coming by. Apparently, they don't like it when people run through the city faster than they should. So yeah,
I'm sorry. What?
Is that person you?
yeah, it was an emergency. Speaking of,
Isn't it always?
Ugh.
well,
Certainly, they're going to want to offer some kind of punishment, aren't they? Ugh.
yeah,
You're supposed to be
Uh,
part of my coterie and thus above reproach now that we're all.
there will be less reproach, apparently, because we are associated. But just so you know, that is part of our Elysium party. I also told them to come dressed unsuitably, so enjoy that.
I'm sorry. Are you saying that at this Elysium, where I'm attempting to, I don't know, get some kind of handhold on control, someone else is going to be meting out punishment? That won't.
Yeah.
We need to have it handled before they arrive. How would you like to be punished?
Are you offering?
I'm saying that I'm simply not going to allow these people to come into my very new domain, my very first Elysium, and exercise any form of control that is above my own.
So then,
You will have already been punished.
Andre, have you ever confessed?
like a Catholic confession.
Well, certainly there are some words we can no longer say, make some of us uncomfortable, but yes, before. U-turn.
Yeah, it's what happens when you were raised by nuns. Yes.
Well, that could be an idea.
Do you think they would accept that?
I don't think they would accept that.
Don't you have to be sorry? I'm not
Yeah.
sorry.
No, you don't have to be sorry. That's not required. I mean, are you talking about for the Catholic thing? Because I have no idea.
Yes, you usually have to be sorry.
I actually don't know if Elizabeth was religious. She probably was of her time, but like,
Alice was French
She's
Catholic.
forgotten by now.
it's
listen,
over.
if you
It's
think
fine.
it'll help, sure.
I don't know. I have not experienced a lot of punishment.
Ooh, I have an idea. What is your opinion of leashes, Andre?
Well, that's the show, guys.
Cut.
And he cold smiles and is like, you know, I've tried it a few
I
times.
am going to go make sure my books
What does this-
are sorted.
Aurelius, does this make you uncomfortable?
No, I merely say that the quickest way to demonstrate without a single word that you have punishment has been meted out is to have you very obviously under control, visibly. I think it would work well with this whole image you've crafted, Aurelius. Actually, you know,
If you say so.
if that's all right with you, of course. You can. I mean, I guess I'm not supposed to ask if you're all right with your punishment, but I sincerely don't want any of us to be, I don't know, uncomfortable tonight. Other
Honestly,
times, I don't care.
I honestly don't care.
All right.
As you guys discuss this, Evie, you get a phone call. It's Mama.
Oh, great. I'm gonna let it go to voicemail? Is that an option?
Yes.
Okay.
You get like 3 more calls after that.
Oh my
And I
God.
assume you let it go to voicemail.
Does she leave me any messages or is she just calling?
She's just calling.
Oh shit. If she makes it to 5 calls,
No,
Evie will
just
pick
3.
up.
She just calls
yeah.
like 3 times. That's it.
Yeah, Evie just like stares at her phone and is just like absolutely terrified because she knows she doesn't want to talk to her, but she also is just like, if I don't answer this, some shit probably is gonna go down. And in the wavering, Mama stops calling, I guess.
Yeah. Now, anything else that you guys wanted to do? Guests start coming in.
Elizabeth is just trying on 17 different dresses.
I do want to know.
I thought you were gonna
What?
say colors.
Oh
Me too.
no. I Blue Jay am looking at collars, but I'm not. I think Elizabeth has a limited supply of collars.
Andre goes and puts on something really hot and like almost unexpectedly upscale for him, and then just shows up and sits.
Yeah.
I
Alrighty.
think we would know that's like generally considered punishment for breaking the masquerade.
Normally
It's perhaps for Gangrel.
Yeah, normally it's physical harm, but this might work sometimes.
This feels like I don't know if it is for Andre, but this is like an attempt at like humiliation as punishment.
That's fair.
And I feel like in Elizabeth's mind at least, it's a very clear way of saying it is already handled and we're not like there's no more to be handled.
It
Is a
seems
I think it's
visible
very
punishment.
clever.
it
Yeah.
seems on brand. Yeah,
He's just
Also
gonna
on brand.
try not to smile, honestly.
Yeah.
fantastic. Cool. Yes.
I think Evie would have also just been like, what should I wear? And I've gone to Elizabeth for it. Been like, you got me all this clothes. I don't know what's like appropriate for this because I don't go to these for a reason.
You don't
And
go
just-
to Elysium.
No.
You don't go to none of them. I
I
felt
mean-
like that would be really in your wheelhouse.
I set up my own very, very small, very select ones. That's what I'm allowed to do. And this is my first, like,
Well, I
big
mean,
one.
this is classic Kindred fashion tends toward red and black. Obviously, if you would like to make a show of it, white is also appropriate. But if you get any blood on it at all, you're de rigueur for the rest of the season.
Okay, and she like shows up, and she's got this sort of like turtleneck tank top with that's like a crop top. It's like, what about this?
What color
Is
is
this too
it?
racy? It's black.
No, not at
like,
all, darling.
But they can see my navel.
You have such a petite frame. You should absolutely show it off.
But they can see the navel. That's a lot of skin.
It's quite all right.
Okay.
Do you not go outside?
I mean, I do, but I wear dresses.
No, I meant and look at other people and what they're wearing.
Yeah, and
showing navel is absolutely fine now.
Okay.
Yes, no one will notice except to comment on how extraordinarily hot you look.
She gets like
Wink.
a little pink in the cheeks at the idea of like people
And
commenting on her hotness.
During this conversation, Elizabeth is getting like dressed and undressed with like absolute like she's trying on like a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah, no. Evie's agonizing over one shirt at the same time.
Amazing. As the night goes on, you start. The first person to arrive is Victor. Victor
Bless.
arrives with a I don't know,
smorgasbord.
Yeah, pretty much. Like there's like a lot of like there's several not stretch limousines but limousines outside. You see that like well dressed kind come out. You see that there's a truck behind all of those, and you see that there is like free like kind of like freezers, like small like thermos ice boxes that are being brought in. I assume you guys show Victor to the kitchen where he starts wearing his apron. So the thing about Victor, just think of him as Mads Mikkelsen from Hannibal. That's exactly Victor.
I'm in love with him.
But the thing
He
is,
makes
like,
Aurelius distinctly uncomfortable.
Victor is definitely like tan skinned, however, dark hair, very tall. And he starts preparing his knives, and he thanks you for hosting this Elysium, and it is good for his business. And you see that the party is slowly starting. There is some music that plays around. Obviously this is provided by Victor as well, because Evie said, hey, it's one of those orders. So everything is pretty much set, and you start seeing definitely like several Ventru, Toreador, young and old, arrive.
Before too many people arrive,
Yes.
one, I have to describe what I'm wearing. Very important to me
please.
personally. And two, I need to request a favored meal, hoping to handle this hunger before things go.
Yes. How much do you slake?
So, not gonna kill anybody.
So you can slake two.
Okay. So Elizabeth comes down the stairs when she like hears or smells the Kiner here. And she's wearing something more modern than her normal wear. In classical like harpy fashion, she's trying to demonstrate that she's more in touch with the current whatever. And she's wearing like a mesh turtleneck long sleeve shirt with a like really intricate strappy like bra top underneath that.
Yeah.
And then like a leather mini skirt and thigh high leather boots.
Amazing.
And her hair just like out everywhere.
Fantastic.
And yeah, she comes downstairs to Victor probably, and is just requesting like a non-drugged, non-drunk, like, you know, she doesn't want her mind addled. And she also like special requests one that will like aesthetically complement, like kind of be like a twin to, and this is a weird request and I'm very sorry, a twin to Andre, because she's like, they're both gonna be, you know, on my sides as people come in, so like we want it to be like a good look. So if we can get like a nice aesthetic combination, nothing that'll distract from my hair, that
you
sort
see
of.
you see he brings over a few kind. You get exactly what you ask for.
Oh, good.
And you parade them around.
And then like, you know, I'm like setting them to be seated in the like the right like pose, and I'm just like, just stay there, you know, and then like sipping from their wrist or something.
Yes. And as you do that, bit by bit, people arrive, and an audible gasp is heard around the room as you see that a disheveled Christoph Choi walks through the door. You see him, he definitely looks like he's famished. He looks like he did not get to sleep where it would be preferable. He's still wearing the same attire from the previous night, and he is wide-eyed and almost feral looking around.
That's not good.
Not feral in like dangerous, but like kind of on guard.
May I add something that I think Aurelius would have been doing as people begin to enter?
Yes, of course.
He's kind of treating this as a battlefield, as you would as a Ventru, and so is making sure that everyone who enters is conducting themselves according to Dignitas. So even if they are crossing through the city as it is, you know, dangerous, if they're scruffy looking, he just sort of insists that they go clean themselves up in the bathroom and that they step up to Elizabeth in order, and is taking control of the situation to make this seem as much like a court as he can.
Amazing.
Trying to give like a social boost to Elizabeth.
Literally, I was gonna try and be like, can you make sure that this guy doesn't look like he's gonna like fuck someone up, please?
Roll me a charisma and etiquette again, please.
Okay.
Already handled exactly what I was gonna be like, Elizabeth can't do this herself, but she knows that like Christoph can't look like he's gonna like shoot someone else.
I'm gonna spend another point of willpower. That is 3 successes once again.
Fantastic. With 3 successes, you easily instruct the kindred. They respect you as the host, and they comply. Christoph actually looks quite thankful that you approached him with such grace, becoming welcoming, and he says, I'm really sorry. I would have come more prepared, but fortunately, I am quite in a pickle. Do you have any? Of course,
We'll address that concern after you have adjusted yourself to conduct.
Yes,
with
please.
Propriety that would be expected.
Yes. Is there anything that could offer me that I could possibly change? It would be awfully rude for me to stay here looking like this.
He asks a ghoul if we have one.
Victor has like a bunch of ghouls that will pretty much like act as
to bring some
servers.
long suit jackets to put over anyone who looks scruffy.
So they
clean him up.
Yeah, they pretty much like go to the side and get ready. You also notice a bunch of motorcycles, roaring motorcycles outside.
The Sammys.
Yeah. You also hear loud music it's of the Hispanic genre, and you hear after the music dies down, entering the room is like an Afro-Latino woman. Seems quite young, like in their like late 20s, all dolled up, and as she walks in, people.
I will say, as I hear them, like as they're gonna walk in, Elizabeth like twists the leash that's attached to Andre's collar, so it looks like obviously like tighter.
Yeah. She sees that and she gives you a little bit of a, what is this? Kind of look. She walks up to you and is, my name's Sophia.
Welcome.
As you know, don't yet. Angel is no longer with us, unfortunately, and I am the acting Baron up north. It's not a job that I would like to have, but I come here to keep peace and order, and I see that you have taken care of a problem. I don't really appreciate Camarilla putting hands on our people.
Which is why I did not do some of the more gregarious suggestions. But as you are aware, Andre is also one of my people. So I felt that it was best to have this done before Elysium. Well, I mean, if I'm being honest, because I didn't want you showing your power inside of my space.
No, that's entirely fair. I heard you did for Kristoff last night.
Yes.
Let's call it even, okay?
That sounds wonderful to me. And continuing with honesty, someone who bears the burden of power heavily, as you said, will probably be better at the job than someone who seeks after it too enthusiastically. So
this is fair. And again, I thank you. I thank you for taking care of this. And Mr. Lupino, I don't want to do this any more than you punished. You must have a reason. Things are going crazy right now. Let it slide. Next time, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say that we have to take care of our own.
yes, well, do that outside of my house, and that's perfectly fine.
Of course. That is, without a doubt.
Listen, you do your job. I'll do mine.
Fantastic. And you start seeing before she leaves, she does say, I do have a little bit of a gift. It is coming shortly, so look forward for that. And
is she talking to me? Oh,
yes,
oh, okay. I love presents.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't love presents, but I love presents. Elizabeth is like, oh.
Amazing. And the rest of you, what are you guys doing right now? Just to be sure, like just to take account as to what's going on.
Elizabeth is showing off her legs. I don't know. We know what Elizabeth's doing. Go.
Rowan, Evie, are you guys doing anything in particular?
Before it got too crazy and everything, just like before the majority of people would have arrived, Evie would have gone to Victor and asked if there were two like fully expendable people available for her to take.
He then says,
personal use.
Everybody is expendable, dear.
She kind of just smiles and says, "Thank you. You really are the best." I'm gonna make sure that Elizabeth knows that everything you've done has been just part of how you handle business.
I do appreciate this favor that you offer me, and hopefully we can be in business a lot more.
Would love that. And she's gonna take those two, and she's going to actually take them down as surreptitiously as possible to like avoid anybody noticing that she's doing this. She's taking them down to the basement where the coffin and Laren is, because she anticipates at some point she's gonna have to let him out. She does not want to be the person that he bites immediately, so she's just like, these are snacks for later, and we'll lock them down there.
Okay. Can you give me your convictions, please? Can you read to me your convictions?
Convictions: obey authority, always aid women in need, and the guilty must be punished.
Okay. So I would say that you incur a stain as these two people are not guilty, nor are deserving of punishment. This is some form of punishment. So you will incur a stain on your humanity. We will at the end of the night we will kind of like resolve that.
Okay.
You hear from behind the door the carnage. And as the screams die down, you hear a soft knock on the door.
Yeah. She'll knock back and be like, "You all right in there?
Let me the fuck out of here.
You gonna bite me if I let you out?"
I don't know, only if you want me to.
Not really. We've got guests upstairs.
Oh,
Yeah.
fan-fucking-tastic.
So you're either gonna behave, or I'm gonna keep you in here until later. You wanna be my date tonight?
Sure.
Fantastic. And she'll open the door.
You see him disheveled. His clothes are matted with vitae.
She's just gonna be like, "Well, that's not gonna work. Wait here, just for a few minutes. Would it be possible for her to run upstairs and then, Ari has left the table, and try to like figure out how to clothe this man in
Yeah, of
any way,
course.
shape, or form?
It's
Yeah.
pretty easy. You can easily clothe him.
Just steal clothes from Ari.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So
Like
yeah,
always.
get him,
Fantastic.
and get him presentable.
Yes. Now, you notice that there are a bunch of like whispers back and forth from the people that are around. One person approaches the rest of you. Get a
What was that?
I'm just gonna grab a name from
Okay.
my NPC list.
Sure.
You hear a gentleman walk up. His name is Isaac Bowles. A Ventru. He comes up to Elizabeth and says, Elizabeth, wonderful to see you. You had quite a display last night, and I'd like to say that I am here to support whatever it is that you plan for the future. Things are going to shit right now.
Yes, it's hard not to notice, but things must continue. Thank you so much for your support. Isaac? was
Isaac,
it?
yes, my name is Isaac Bowles. It's nice to meet all of you. Yes, I am of the clan Ventru. It's nice to see that one of you shares my blood. Yes, I would just like to pledge my allegiance to you. Right now, there's a lot of talks. What Antonio did, not kosher. Not good at all. It's not what we
Isaac.
stand for. Yes.
You know as well as I do that a man like Antonio would not act alone.
You know, you raise a good point, and look, I don't know anything.
Oh, well, then you don't have very much use to me, do you?
Roll me a manipulation plus persuasion.
Okay. Plus, I'm pretty.
Plus you're pretty. Plus you hold court right now. So
Oh, you definitely know that she's got on all day right now,
Exactly.
because that's the whole fucking point.
Exactly.
Okay. So sorry, manipulation plus what?
Manipulation plus persuasion
Plus persuasion
plus
Does
your
my-
stunning dice.
plus stunning.
Am I doing any kind of assist or anything with the social help Dignitas stuff? Does that do anything?
She has enough dice.
Oh, sorry, I'm doing.
I was saying, I
That's
can
a
keep
lot of
adding.
dice.
I'm sitting there looking real pretty.
So manipulation, persuasion, pretty dice, and awe.
Well, the pretty
No.
dice.
Okay.
Yes, awe. You add awe as well.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'm so sorry. I have 8 successes, and one of them was on my hunger die.
Is it a crit?
It was a 0. Yeah.
Did you crit alongside it?
I did not have 2 10s.
It's fine. You're good.
Okay.
It's just a success.
Okay.
So,
I was like, how bad do we want to get right now? Because I could go bad. Yeah, 8 successes then.
he says, look, okay. Didn't hear it from me. Okay. Look, honestly, I'm one of the young ones. I'm not as seasoned as the rest of you. Unfortunately, like this whole thing with the Anarchs, this like Convention of Thorns works for me. Cause have you getting people from the Anarchs, the younger people who know how to do these things, cause I'm a businessman and I'm trying to make things better for us. I'm trying to do some blood substitute. All right. So having people who know how to work this machinery is important to me. So working with Anarchs, it's a-okay for me. I don't care what people subscribe to. If that offends you, I am very sorry, but look, I like where this is going, and it looks like you want to uphold things. So look, I might have heard Cicel was kind of planning some stuff today. I think the Tremere High Regent was talking about things with Antonio recently. And I noticed that not a lot of Tremere around except for one of your compatriots. So I don't know. Do with that what you will. And yeah, I look. I am just here to serve. I'm but a youngling, to the a neonate, as you call it.
Trust me, Isaac. I can tell.
Of course. But yeah, I honestly, I like where things are going. I liked where things were. And I can tell you, New York is a young city. A lot of the old hats went to San Francisco, went to Boston, just to hold seats of power. Here, we're just trying to do what we're trying to do. It's a city that never sleeps. It's a city of dreams. We're just here to make it. And if we can keep what we've had, then you have our full support. And you start to look around, and you look that people are looking towards this conversation you're in. The younger kindred.
One of the things that you'll learn as you live for as long as I've had, and if you are so lucky, I hope you will, is that things always change, Isaac.
Exactly.
But hopefully, those of us with power can influence that change. I know it might not seem like it right now because of poor little Andre's misdoing, but I actually do prefer all of the members of my coterie be equal, regardless of clan.
See, that's amazing. I don't know what's going on with the Spire. I hear bad things about it, and hopefully we can help everybody out here. But yeah, look out for the High Regent is all I can say.
Thank you, Isaac. You seem to hear quite a lot that might, in fact, be valuable someday.
It's a lot of talk, but yeah. Look, I'm gonna do what you gotta do tonight. Whatever you have to announce, that's all a-okay to me. And yeah, I bid you a good evening.
As an out of character, it's such a young person thing to be like, it's all okay with me. Like his opinion matters at all.
Yeah. He's like, well, you have a good evening. And he just like walks away.
The moment he's out of earshot, Andre just like leans closer to Elizabeth. It's like, I fucking hate that guy.
I rarely have such distaste for our own kind, but dear Lord, Ventru, I mean, aside from Aurelius, absolutely the fucking worst.
He sounds like a venture capitalist.
Oh my god. Except for Diana, actually. There's several exceptions, Aurelius.
You see Diana is in there as well.
Of course she is. I love her.
And you see Kristoff is now back at the party. He's all set. He noticed he greets Sophia. They give each other like a hug, and some of the anarchs as well give them like kind of like a welcoming kind of like pat on the back. You notice that Evie walks out with Lyran, all dolled
Elizabeth's
up.
eyes do the whole like, oh dear.
And you notice that everybody looks at Lyran. And Lyran does a quick turn, and I was like, do I look presentable? And he just starts posing. Do I look great right now?
You look fine.
You do.
Who is this who has been allowed to take a place among our court tonight?
It's Elysium, you motherfucker. I can come whenever I please.
Not if you disturb the peace.
He's here as my guest. It'll be fine. I promise.
Tell him to keep his tongue and his hands clean, and we will not have a problem.
Evie's gonna like link arms with him, and it's like,
Oh my god.
it'll be fine.
Oh my god.
I know how this thing works, alright? And
Alright.
he kind of like brushes his chin and like goes like like an insult to you, like a gesture. No,
Me?
to Ori.
Okay.
And they
I
walk
was about to throw fucking hands, bro.
His
I was about to
jaw
let
clenches.
I was about to let Andre throw hands. I just
Now,
thought-
here's the thing. Did anyone see
Thank
that?
you.
Yeah.
Were people watching that? No. That's not gonna stand, unfortunately, not tonight. Not when we're trying to consolidate power.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a very quiet voice from behind. This is not something Aurelius normally does. And he says, "You will kneel."
Okay.
Now,
So you are doing a compel.
yes. Yes, I'm using dominate.
All right.
Sorry, I don't have the power yet. Where like you can use. There's the one where you can use dominate power stuff only by voice or whatever. In the I'm trying to get lots of power.
Yeah.
He has 5 successes.
Okay. I just want to see if I should put my fortitude on first. Yes. I'm gonna activate fortitude.
Okay.
So
You
my
need a-
rouse.
Do you need a rouse check? Okay.
That's a 7 on the rouse check.
Okay, yeah.
Cool. So first I will activate Fortitude, and then I will... Yes, I'm using Dominate. So what do you want me to roll for that?
It says Charisma and Dominate.
Okay. There's only 3 successes, unfortunately.
You want to spend a willpower?
Sure.
Okay.
4 successes?
Unfortunately, that is 1 short.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You see him.
That's all I know.
You see him say, "We want to get frisky. We can get frisky, but this is Elysium. I'm gonna play nice. All right, I'm gonna play nice. I also want to get out of here alive. Not stupid.
If you insult our coterie again, you will be leaving this place with some more than stains on your outfit."
All right, all right.
Let us not forget that the last time you tangled with us, you ended up with a stake in your chest. And Elizabeth is saying this particularly so everyone else knows that that's what happened.
Yeah.
So that like this obvious like battle of wills has like a context of last time that guy lost, and we're kind of just being nice about it.
Amazing. Okay, fantastic. So as you guys do this, he says, "Got it. Does anybody have my phone?"
Oh, sorry, I threw it off a bridge.
Fantastic. And he just walks.
Okay. Then I will greet Kristoff. Kristoff,
Elizabeth.
lovely to see you alive still.
Yes.
Well, I mean, unalive, alive, whatever.
I appreciate the sentiment, regardless.
I certainly hope that you did not feel the need to come similarly equipped to this Elysium as you did to the last.
I don't think I would need that. I think everything has been handled. And he looks over to Sophia.
I did have a question for you.
Of course.
You seemed to come to last night's events with information that most of the people present did not yet have.
Well, in my position, you have to take precautions. I have people watching my people. It's only fair.
I understand. I'm not upset about it.
Yes, I didn't mean to imply.
I simply wished to, well, I do hope that we can become even better friends.
Are you
To the point
taking
where
place?
What?
Are you taking Antonio's place? Is this what this whole thing is?
I mean, when there is a vacuum, it must be filled. I unintentionally, perhaps, demonstrated my capability of filling it, and now I find myself putting my hat in the ring. Yes.
Well,
Yes.
if that's the case, then how about we celebrate your rise to power with some form of display of power?
Indeed. Did you have an idea about that?
I have the best idea. Looks over to Sophia and he nods. Sophia just snaps her fingers. And the rest of you see, as the crowd parts, 2 goons who stand about like 6'4", 6'7", has a little woman with a bag over their head, with a velvet dress on, a little dirty, and you see one of the heels is busted. It's a familiar dress that you've seen the night prior. And the goons say, "Kneel," and everybody just looks.
Do I know who this is?
If you want to take off the sack off the head, you can find
Yeah,
out.
yeah. So Elizabeth, noticing the dress, rises from her chair, throne basically, rises from her artful decoration, and like for the case of if anything goes south, like does subtly unclip the leash on the collar that Andre is wearing, so it doesn't like get in the way or anything.
Mhm.
And like goes forward to the kneeling figure, and yeah, she takes off the hood.
It is Isabella.
Oh, lovely. When you said you had a gift for me, I was rather fearful that it might be something I didn't like, but this is absolutely perfect. How did you know?
Well, I am so glad. I didn't really know. I just found the culprit of last night's snafu, and we're here to rectify it. You need a show of power, and I am giving you that.
Well, I didn't actually know that she was the architect of last night, but it is honestly in character. She tends to be a conniving, backstabbing bitch.
She looks at you. She spits at your
Demonstrated. Point proven, as it were. Thank you all so much for coming. As you may have overheard, I do not pretend that anything said within these walls is secret from anyone here, us being as we are. I indeed did want to put my hat in the ring for, filling the vacancy that we find we have within the Toreador clan. Isabella here would probably also want to put her hat in the ring for a similar station, and I would just like to demonstrate how that would be ill-advised. And I would like to... I'm not really good at strong, but I know that Andre is very good at strong. So I do a little like beckon.
And as you're beckoning to Andre, he's like, wait, darling, please, let's...
Aurelius also takes a step forward.
Oh, go ahead.
He's
Yeah, for sure.
he's pretty thirsty.
This is
from the people.
This is Elysium. Like, please be reasonable.
This is Elysium. You're right. It's Elysium for the members of our clan who are still operating with the best. I'm blanking. Elizabeth isn't blanking. The best interests of the clan and of kindred at large. Not the ones who operate by assassinating leading members of other organizations and starting a war.
It was not my idea. It was not my idea. Let me tell you.
As she's begging,
Yeah.
Andre gets up and very purposely unbuttons just the top button of his shirt collar.
Please, let me explain.
And rolls his neck and is going to activate Daunt.
Okay.
You see, you're not only outnumbered here, but Elizabeth has a better hand than you. So you can either shut the hell up, pledge fealty, and beg for her kindness, or I can beat your head in right now.
And she on her knees, like, crawls over to you while she has her hands tied behind your back and starts to kiss the boots that you're wearing.
Oh,
You should clean those. You did get blood on them.
She...
Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah. She
Elizabeth
grovels.
has the classic like sneer of "this is so beneath you."
Yeah, she grovels, and you notice that everybody is looking and is quite disturbed at what they're seeing. This is new. Somebody so high up in the Camarilla being reduced to some sniveling coward kissing your boots.
Isabella is right in one thing. and that is Elysium is a place where we do not permanently harm each other. So, you all understand the grave nature of her misdeeds, and I hope will make an exception. Not permanent harm, of course, but I would like to, with all of your consent, put her on torpor for the time being so that we can interrogate her later.
You see, Sophia is not happy with this.
No?
Sophia walks up.
Oh, God.
Two
I was
of our
hoping that was
own.
right.
Two of our own is no longer with us.
Yes.
One being a baron and a contributing member of the Anarch Society. I
Yes.
cannot
Saying that
stand
she
for
did-
any torture.
You saying she did Sammy?
She might
I-
not have pulled the trigger, but it came out of her pocket.
Sophia, I absolutely understand the graveness of her misdeeds. I'm merely saying that she obviously has information regarding other people that may have been involved, and killing her during an Elysium is absolutely forbidden. Not that she does not deserve to die.
Let me just drag her
Absolutely.
outside and let's do what needs to be done.
So you wish
don't-
to not have access to any of the information that resides right now within her skull.
Make a persuasion.
I'm absolutely
manipulation.
willing. Yeah, I'm absolutely willing for her to say like, no, fuck it.
Yeah.
But I do think that it would be important information to have. You know.
Exactly. Yeah, of course. I
Okay,
do
so
wanna
sorry.
put
Andre
it
is
to-
fully going to intervene if she does
No,
anything
that's
to move
also
towards
fine.
her.
Other things can happen. So what was the roll?
Manipulation plus persuasion.
Okay.
Add your pretty dice, but do
Okay.
not add your kind of like court bonus.
Got it. So manipulation, persuasion, pretty dice. Got him. I have 5 successes.
5 successes.
Mhm.
She steps back and says, "You know, you're doing right by us. If you have a plan, do your plan."
Thank you. And Andre, I already know what you want to do. And you know I'll let you do it. But she is absolutely right to say that she's not the only one responsible for the things that have happened. And if we can get to the bottom of that, we might prevent more unsavory beheadings in the future. Maybe.
I hear you. I have
And,
some very important questions for her.
As we know that she knows that she won't be living through this, probably persuasion will need to be very persuasive, and I'm granting you, be persuasive. That's fine.
Great.
No problems with that. But for now, just we have other
Sure.
things to do. Fish to fry.
Andre's just gonna reach down, grab her, and drag her downstairs and look for a stake.
I mean, there's one that just came out of someone's chest earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Aurelius is helping with this.
And as you guys are going down, you guys stake it. The party continues, and Evie, and Rowan, if you're around, you can probably hear this. Lyran says, "Look, I thought this was Elysium. This is barely any of Kindred of the City. What's going on?"
We're just having a very small meeting right now.
Actually, Evie, I also have
Yes?
questions about that. None of your family is here, not even your mother.
I didn't invite them. Did you want them here?
I merely say that I believe that their absence is notable.
Their
Yeah.
absence is telling. If they're not
Yeah.
here, they're probably doing something.
I know. I'm aware. But they're probably off getting ready to do the bullshit to bring back the pyramid, and probably fucking over your sire right now. So,
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Look, I woke you up for a reason. We weren't gonna, like, let you out for no reason. Point is, we need to consolidate power. You're part of the power structure now. So, you're gonna make good and make a point that we are in it together right now.
Oh
Okay.
man, you're fucked. I am the worst person to do that. You should
Just
have
shut
gone
the
with the
fuck
nerd.
The nerd
You can
is
just
busy.
not talk.
Just shut
Why
the
you?
fuck up.
You don't need to say
I
anything.
told you to play nice today. What did you think I meant?
I'm playing nice. This is how I am. It's just
You picked a fight with, like, one of the guys immediately.
I just
I
don't
didn't
like
let
his
you out.
face.
Look, his face is great, so shut up.
Anyway, look.
Like, look,
The Tremere being missing from this meeting, even the sheriff is not here. Look, Aegon not being here is a big thing.
I'm honestly glad that fucking Aegon is not here right now because I feel like that would make more problems than we need.
Aegon might just not be here because of well, I gave him a gift that personal reasons, maybe.
What?
Maybe.
Alyssa,
Fuck. A phone. I need somebody's phone. I need.
Evie will hand him her phone. Like,
He texts
Chester's
somebody.
number's in there.
Fantastic. He texts it, and he hands back your phone. Look, do what you guys need to do. I'm sorry. I'll play nice. Whatever. Oh shit! Did you ward this place? Did you? Oh my god.
Want to help with that?
Fine.
Be
Fine.
helpful?
Yeah, sure.
What?
And you see him sniff around.
Oh my god.
I feel like, Danny, didn't you already like describe in session, like one of the first few episodes when we got the house that you were
Yeah.
warding it?
I
Okay.
did ward it. It was specifically spirits and ghouls, though, not other kindred, which is
Okay.
a much higher level ritual. So I have no access to it.
Okay.
Also, I don't know if it's important to remind you guys of this, but Aegon did send out a hit on Rowan, so
Oh, that was Aegon?
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I didn't think he was gonna show up.
Yep.
I was like, oh, that would be weird.
I didn't know that was
I did
Aegon.
forget that, yeah.
Why did Aegon send a hit on you?
I don't know.
Big questions.
You
Lots of
s-
weird
big question.
stuff. Yeah.
You see Lyran sniff the air, and he just says, "Everybody fucking out right now!
Oh my god.
Did you guys not smell that?" And he just tries to run to the kitchen.
My first Elysium and there's a fire alarm.
Yeah.
On fire.
Everybody roll me wits and awareness real quick.
Okay.
Oh, don't burn my mic up, please.
Evie did not let this ban out on accident. It was
I guess the story is Rowan doesn't get to have a place that she belongs to anymore.
Forever be homeless.
1, 2, 3.
It's a
I
6
got-
success.
I got 4 successes.
6 is a success, yes.
I have 1 success.
Okay.
No, wait. That's a 9. I've got 2.
6 is a success. 1, 2,
3.
3.
Okay, everybody with 3
3.
successes and above. You notice Victor is nowhere to be found.
Oh, that's real bad.
Victor.
Victor?
I
I'm
don't
off
notice
roughing
that.
up Isabella, yeah.
I'm with Aurelius. I mean, Andor.
Yeah. I need everybody now to roll dexterity plus athletics.
Bad combination for me.
And if
Oh,
you have
boy.
celerity, you can add it.
Yes.
I get to roll
Good.
2 whole
'Cause
dice.
I need that.
Dexterity plus
1 success.
1 success.
30 plus.
I'm not dexterous, okay? I'm pretty.
Hey,
don't have four.
so I was already planning on beating the snot out of Isabella, and I just got a messy critical.
At this point, At this point, the danger is more important, and you probably leave Isabella.
Okay, that's 7 successes, and it's a.
I'm spending my last point of willpower on this.
Oh, then you're gonna be impaired.
Oh, will I? Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I don't want to do that then. Oh, I have no successes.
Okay.
Hold on, wait.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna use a willpower
can't
as
we just for the
Two.
sake of the story say that Andre, like, when the danger happens, is attempting to stake Isabella and accidentally punches through her chest? Like, that'd be great.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Something else
I
happens.
would personally like that.
Yeah.
Something else happens. So if you rolled 3 successes and above, you get out of this scot-free. If you didn't, you take damage, aggravated damage equal to the difference between your successes and 3.
Oh.
Okay.
3 aggravated damage?
If you
how
have
you
a
doing
success,
there, bud?
you subtract that. So
I didn't have any successes.
you
So-
take 3.
Real quick,
Typical.
how does health work again? I haven't gotten injured.
So you just put an X on your blank.
On the blank, okay.
Did we
Yes.
get to heal it all between last session and
Yeah,
this
of
session?
course. Like at this point, you guys are fully
Okay.
healed. Yeah.
Okay. So I did activate Fortitude.
Okay. So this
Which-
one would remove aggravated
1,
damage
right?
equal to your fortitude.
Okay, so then I take 2 aggravated damage.
Okay, fantastic. As an explosion from the kitchen erupts.
Fucking Victor.
My fucking
Of course
bike.
it does.
God damn it.
All my stuff's here.
Yeah, your bike is
Sorry about that.
Whoops.
Okay.
as you see, everybody is scattering from the fire.
Can I do a flashback for Rowan's bike?
Sure.
For my bike.
Yeah.
You're so
Where
sweet.
where Evie like has all of her shit, and she would have had to clear it out for the party. She would absolutely not have let Rowan put her bike there. It's in
Okay.
the backyard of anything.
Okay.
Nice.
So it's safe.
There's no way.
Okay. Remember, Elizabeth, you also have a flashback if you want to use it.
I thought I used it to
Oh,
make sure that
yes, you did.
I'd
You
been sweet talking everybody.
Exactly.
I used it for my political gain.
Exactly. So now
I shouldn't have
Uh,
reminded you. I should have just taken it.
we are gonna take a quick break.
Fabs.
Yeah.
Ah,
I love it.
Yeah, we'll be back. We'll see what happens to the coterie after this. Please stand up, stretch, hydrate. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll see you guys in a bit.
Sweet.
And we are live. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. This is Manhattan by Midnight. My name is Fabs. I'm your storyteller. And last we left off, explosions at the Elysium. Everybody's still intact, but definitely a lot of younger kindred has they kind of succumbed to the accident that who you could probably suspect was perpetrated by Victor. Victor.
Oh,
Yeah, Victor is a man of money, and if you have money, you have power. If you have power, you have his ear. So yeah, the house is smoldering, and you see a bunch of younger kindred strewn about.
are they
all-
dead?
But a lot of them are. A lot of them are
Bruh.
definitely dead. But the important ones have been able to escape. You look at Sophia, and she is not happy.
I'm not happy either.
Yeah. But she does clock your injuries, thinking this might not be your doing.
How did I blow up my own? Okay, anyway. Elizabeth makes a she's mad, but she's intentionally demonstrating that she's very mad because of the same reason that Sophia was like looking to her and being like, "Oh, she's hurt. Like maybe it wasn't her." Because Elizabeth, like, this is so fucking stupid, but like, this was her first little foray into like maybe we'll try this political power thing, and it fucking got exploded.
Mhm.
Which is exactly what she expected from trying to gain political power, and she's
Yeah. And as the anger is filling you up, a slow clap it echoes around the air as you hear heels clicking walking towards you. You see Kindred running away from the fire in fear. I gotta ask everybody first, where would you guys have ran to?
Andre went running to look for Evelyn.
Aurelius to look for Evie and Elizabeth, so making his way. He's pretty beaten up, but towards them.
Yeah.
Similar.
Okay. Evelyn is damaged but safe. And as you, Aurelius, as you are looking for Elizabeth, and you feel you feel the heat at the back of your neck, this painful radiating heat, and as you walk towards it, you see clapping and walking towards Elizabeth, a woman with white hair, red eyes, and in a pantsuit. This is the High Regent, Cecil Hennigan.
Evie, your mother is here.
Not my mother.
The High Regent's not your mom?
No.
Then I don't say that.
Well, you could, because, yeah, Evie's mother is also, like, in the shadows.
Oh
Oh.
my
Yeah.
god. Okay.
Certainly
What about
if you
my
felt-
sire?
Certainly, if you felt slighted by a lack of invitation, you didn't need to be so explosive about it.
Well, we have one thing to accomplish, and what you are doing is, quite frankly, hindering us from doing so.
Oh, I'm sorry. Setting the world back on its axis and attempting to avoid kindred war is against your interests?
Kindred war... Look, the Anarch pests don't deserve to be in New York City.
Hey, you want to say that louder? Did you hear that, everyone? She thinks Anarchs are pests.
You notice that, like, there are some kindred that are still there. They hear this, but their fear is way too much. You see Sophia looks at Cecil, definitely hearing you, and she gives you a knowing nod of like, be safe, we're gonna get out of here. Kind of like a you know where to find me kind of look. You see Kristoff is with her as well.
Mhm.
Badly damaged, like there are burns on them. He says, what is a Camarilla? Toreador of all people, hanging with the riffraff, the trash.
I don't know if you remember this, darling, but I was assigned this riffraff as my coterie
Yes,
by
true,
the Prince of New York.
true, but we've had hoped that your allegiances to the Camarilla were more important than whatever the prince says.
My darling, my allegiance has always been and shall always be to the Camarilla, to the health and safety of its members. And if you have lived as long as you have, you would understand that war is antithesis to the health and safety of anyone involved in it, and often those who are not involved.
Yes, and now we have anarchs leeching on our land. This is not what we have built this city up for. We didn't lose thousands, hundreds and thousands to the Sabbat for the anarchs to just mosey on here and have a free home. It's been decided the prince will be no more.
Treason.
What was that?
Treason.
It was treason when the prince allowed these mongrels into the city.
Can I beat her head in yet?
I mean, I would say that you could, but unfortunately, I have this idea that the High Regent of the Tremere might be a little tougher to beat in. You could try if you. I mean, you take
Ruha,
your
if you
life.
want to keep your neck, then keep it where it is.
This
These
is
are not
Oh, go ahead.
What
small. These are not small prey. And if they truly believe it is in the interest of this city to exterminate half of the kindred that live here, then maybe they should go on their merry way doing so instead of antagonizing any allies they might have gained for the future.
Well, you are quite smart.
I mean, maybe it takes a Ventru to see this sort of thing, but could you not have merely gone against the prince and installed yourself as Prince of New York and then pushed the rest of them out?
Certain kindred will...
Fuck that, this is my home.
Certain kindred will disagree with the move and will fight back. And this is something that we try to avoid. But unfortunately, you lot have proven yourself to be a challenge, a hindrance. But as you helped me eradicate at least half of the vermin, please take it as a sign of good graces that you may leave the city before its true rulers come.
It is my joy to be merely a speed bump.
A grafted limb does not take well if it is seared on with flame. Whatever rulers you think you are installing, you will be the stepping stones. This is a stupid decision.
You can think what you want. But I've seen how the olden times operated. I would rather have that returned than what we have today.
They were wrong then and you're wrong now.
If I could still vomit, I absolutely would vomit right now.
See, the thing is about you people, you think that your way, the old way, only steps on the people you don't like. Guess what? It steps on everyone. You're just a big asshole.
It sucks.
Think
Fascinating. Well, consider my offer. Our offer. And she points over to the several Tremere behind her. Leave the city. I don't care where you go. New Jersey, North Carolina, Louisiana's nice apparently. Just not here.
Jersey.
I haven't had to cross that bridge in a decade. I ain't doing it anymore.
She starts walking away.
Ugh.
Your other potential allies will hear of this.
The potential allies that I have agree with me fully.
Then
Sure.
every asshole in this town that you thinks is vermin is also gonna hear about this.
Yes, and they have nothing to do about it.
You have no idea what happened in recent history, do you?
You have drawn a line.
Yes, we have. And she takes out the journal. And thank you for holding on to this. Truly. And she looks over to your sire and nods. You did well. And she starts walking.
How does Madeline look? In
Madeline,
reference to all of
give
this?
me a wits and insight.
I want to know how into it she is. Is she basically like fully into it? 4 successes.
She happily did what she did.
Yeah. If Evie sees that, she's not even gonna bother trying to like talk to her, plead with her. Like, it's just like,
After Aurelius said you've drawn a line, he is conspicuously scooting away from Andre and towards Elizabeth.
I have a stupid question. We're gonna make a stupid choice here potentially.
Do it.
Sure.
Do it.
Do it.
How dangerous does this person actually look?
You're not sure.
Cool.
Looks can be deceiving.
Yeah, listen, he's mad and he's not the brightest sometimes.
But he's so pretty.
Yeah.
He is
and
pretty.
so dumb.
He doesn't live places, and this haven he's actually allowed to get under his skin and make him feel like he's got something of a home, and this coterie has opened him up in ways that he has not to others in a very long time. And he's feeling a bit feisty because he doesn't like being called something worth stepping on.
Okay.
So he is going to use his new fun ability to blink over to her. Failing my rouse check. Fun. Cool. Love that for me.
Good start.
Great start. Strong start. And in the process of moving towards her, he is going to try and grab the notebook.
Okay. Roll me brawn and dexterity with your celerity.
He just doesn't like when people take his things. Brawn? Brawl?
Brawl. Yes, brawl.
Brawn?
This is a bad idea.
Yes, it is. It definitely is. We're gonna use a willpower. We're gonna re-roll all 3 of those. 2 of them, whatever. Okay. That is a crit and 2 successes, so 6. That's the 3rd crit tonight. There's
Okay.
something in the water, y'all.
Nice. Very nice.
I rolled no successes, so you easily take it.
And using all of his rapid reflexes, everything that he has in celerity, basically, he's gonna run towards the haven, which is still on fire, and throw the journal into it.
I need you to make me a willpower check. Whatever your
Here.
remaining willpower is, I need you to roll. I need you to pass a 3, please.
We had said that things might come to blows between this librarian and Rebel, and I think Aurelius is going to try and stop you as well. He's going to try and prevent you from burning the journal.
Cool. Well, I definitely don't succeed.
He gets in your way.
Okay.
Get out of my way right now.
Andre. No. Run. Flee. Now. Go.
All right.
You see her say, "Thank you, kind sir. I'll be taking that." And as she starts walking towards you.
He's gonna try and run.
Do you
Okay.
still have the journal? Or
Yeah.
does-
Journal in hand,
Okay.
he's gonna start running uptown.
Okay.
You want to go on my bike with me, maybe? I don't know if you run faster, but
He runs pretty fast.
okay.
But if you wanna avoid like masquerade breaches, you can take it.
That's fair. Yeah. If the bike is on hand, yeah, he's just gonna take whatever he can get and try and head uptown.
Rowan, roll me dexterity plus drive, please.
Okay. I'm really glad I put all these points into driving for something. Hold on. I'm gonna re-roll 2 of these. Oh, fuck. It didn't do any better. 2 successes.
Do you want to spend willpower?
I did. I spent 2 willpower.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh my god.
Well, you get towards it. Like it's a wobbly start, but like they can easily like catch up to you. Is anybody else doing it?
Evie, you have one of those devices.
Yeah? Is this the time?
You need to send Andre a message.
Okay. And she's pulling it out, and like, Evie's basically like staring down her mom, and is like, if mom twitches, they're probably gonna fight.
Yeah.
Now, Fabs, Aurelius has 4 points in intelligence and 3 points in stealth. And I do think, because of some of his tendencies, likes to squirrel himself away to do research. He has some connections to some cults, some older cults related in the city. Is there any way that he would know a location that he could tell Andre to get to that wouldn't be known by many other kindred?
Sure.
He's a smart guy.
Sure.
Okay.
To protect your assistant, that you have like a backup haven.
Okay. So then, and this isn't somewhere that he would have told Evie about. This is somewhere where maybe he would be visited by some kind that he interacts with. So he tells Evie the address of this very secret location and says to direct Andre there.
Yeah.
Okay. You're also noticing that there are still some of the survivors there, and they're not happy. And there's only 3 Tremere there that are opposing you.
By the way, where's Laren? Has he survived?
You don't know yet.
Okay. Cool. Actually, has it been long enough that my bloodstone doesn't work anymore? That I fucking put inside of his body?
Oh.
Because I never dug that shit out. That's still
nice.
Inside
Sure. Roll me intelligence plus occult.
Okay. Three successes.
3 successes. He is not far.
Okay.
He's not far. He is probably about 10 minutes away from here. You know exactly where he is.
Okay, so bitch ran off.
Yep.
Got it.
Okay. In the meantime, what were the Tremere, the High Regent was gonna pursue Andre? Was that what they were saying?
Well, the High Regent wasn't gonna pursue the sheriff. Aegon was going to pursue.
Aegon's here too.
Yeah.
Oh joy. Well, Elizabeth is going to attempt something also fairly stupid. And she's going to attempt to use entrancement on the High Regent.
Okay.
So she is like kind of trying to redirect attention. She like pumps up the jam, as it were. You know, like maybe there's some like part of her that's bleeding, and she like, you know, like agitates it so it bleeds a little more and like licks the blood off her finger or something sexy and stupid.
Amazing.
And so yeah, I need to do rouse check first.
Mm-hmm.
I succeed. And then it's charisma
and presence.
Is the fact that I'm very pretty relevant here?
Sure.
Yeah, it fucking is. I'm stunning.
Most valuable character trait.
What's the most valuable character trait you found in Vampire the Masquerade? Oh, being absolutely fucking
Being
gorgeous.
so beautiful.
Okay. So I need to gain their attention, and I feel like I could do that. She was talking to me just a second ago. And I'm gonna use a willpower to reroll. Four successes.
She only had 2.
Oh,
Fuck
nice.
yeah, bitch. You're in trance.
Yes.
So, it's infatuation akin to falling head over heels in love or meeting your lifelong idol. They do their best to remain in my good graces, but stop short of causing themselves or their loved ones physical harm.
As she tries to run after Andre and Rowan, she looks at you and stops. And you see the entrancement work. You start hearing sirens, and you see that Aegon pulls her back. Says, "You win now.
So,
You win now, but we shall get the book soon enough."
I mean, certainly you have enough power and influence not to need it anymore, right?
If anything, I think we already have what we need.
Right. So you should just leave it and Andre alone. I mean, what can we do with it? Nothing, really.
Exactly.
We're useless speed bumps, right?
And he pulls her back, and they start running away as you hear the sirens go louder. These sirens are familiar of the fire station sirens.
Hopefully that fucking worked.
It's time to go.
But had so many clothes here. They're nice
You see
clothes.
it now. Those clothes gone.
Oh no, I know they're gone. I'm just mourning. I'm mourning the loss of all my clothes. Do you think the cat's all right?
Oh, fuck.
You see the cat like jump up a car and just stare at you guys.
Cats have immunity.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I don't. Do you want to get a cat? You don't like cats? I don't like cats. Do you think it'll find its own way?
It'll make its way. I
Right.
think for the time being, as much as it is important to maintain your influence, your life is worth more than that. So
This is exactly what I was saying the whole time I didn't try to rise to power. It's fucking dangerous, Aurelius. The very first night, our house explodes.
you handled it very well.
Ugh. Well, hopefully she took the fucking hint and won't go after Andre.
And as the night goes, where are you guys heading?
The place that
Okay.
Yeah.
Evie, are you looking for Lyran? 'Cause he's
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
Okay. So you try to look for Lyran, and it is in this other apartment. Roll me intelligence plus occult, please.
Yeah.
Six.
6. You notice that there is kind of like a ward there that hides a doorway. Kind of a doorway on top of a doorway. As you enter, you see Lyran with burns, taking salves, trying to mend his wounds. And within this apartment is another couch. And you see on there is a wounded Austin. You see the redhead that was there. and you see, you smell cigarettes in the back. And you look, and it's Chester, and he has a dress in his hands, bloodied. And he looks back and says, "Took one of us. We're gonna take all of them."
You know, that's actually a plan I can get behind.
And as you guys all close the night, guys congregate in this secret spot that Aurelius has. We are going to continue with our finale next week. Thank you so much for the raiders. You guys are wonderful. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys missed like the first half, we have a VOD coming out right after this. Thank you so much. If you guys want to check us out, you can check us out on Twitter. We also have a Discord if you want to join our community. It's wonderful. We talk about like a lot of like different things in the games. If you want to support us, you can check us out on Patreon. We have sexy art there if you'd like to see. And again, if you want to look back on this, just a little bit of warning, this is a mature stream, so approach that with caution. You guys are wonderful. We'll see you guys next week. And let me introduce you again to our wonderful cast before we leave. Kai.
Hello, I've been Kai, also Andre, making poor decisions. You can find me on social media platforms as Estella of Imladris. I am about to be in something very exciting that's going to be announced probably very soon. I was just looking to see if it is. It's not yet. But also you can find me on tomorrow night on Wednesdays on Mercs of Mischief, DMing a gothic horror fantasy 5e adventure called Of Those Lost. And you can also find me coming soon on the podcast I've been producing for a year called The Lore Brewery. We've got some fun announcements coming out. You can find that soon as well. Thanks so much, guys.
Alex.
Hello, I have been Alex. You can find me on Twitter at Alder_Mancy, most other places at Aldermancy. And I am also excited to announce that the Kids on Bike 2nd Edition Kickstarter is just released in our like pre-release form. And I was the copy editor for that. So you should go support it. Go check it out over on Kickstarter. It will be coming out soon. Not sure when for actual backing. And I also GM a homebrew horror 5th edition D&D campaign called Strange Hungers. It is our 1-year anniversary this Saturday, and I'm very excited about that. It's our 37th episode. It'll be at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/TotalPartyKiss. And that's me.
Amazing. Blue Jay.
Howdy, I'm Blue Jay. I just got this new wig. And I have been Elizabeth Siddall. Honestly, the 2 other role-playing shows that I was in have been variously pushed further into the future and had many episodes canceled. So the fact that this is still going on is my one saving grace. So this is really all I'm doing, aside from being sexy on the internet, which I do every damn day.
Amazing. And Emily.
Hi, I'm Emily. I played Raw in this game. You can follow me at Emily Pearson Art. See my Instagram and Twitter. I post art. I did these portraits of our characters that are showing up on our screen. So
Yeah, play Legend of Runeterra.
oh yeah, I have a job now.
And last but not least, Danny.
Hi, I'm Danny. I was Evie tonight. You can find me on Twitter at Lane. I'm also on this channel on Mondays for one of our other shows, long-running campaign, Hellions of Karnot. It's just me now. It used to be Emily too, but it's just me and some other lovely people.
Amazing. And I am Fabs. You can find me on Rockets and Pens. I do comics and I do TTRPGs. I normally run this game, and we just ended our All Asian D&D game last week. So if you want to check out the VOD for that, it is up. And yeah, watch out. By next week, we are announcing something new after this after this campaign. I'm really excited about it. Hope to hype you guys up for it too. Anyway, again, this is Going Critical. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.